Hello, I am Judith Mendoza. So I am back, and yes, I know the time. And so I just wanted to show my how the hair came out, and of course I put a little bit of makeup on. I did not uh, color my eyebrows darker because you have to go with what looks good on you. And so for some people, their face allow for darker brows, but for I, it doesn't. So I do not use a darker eyebrow. I am using my long earrings, which if you have a hair that is short, then you will find that um, it comes good when you use this long earring. And also I put my bangs that I cut in. Of course, this come with the hairstyle that I wanted. And um, also I wanted to remind that I did not use a semi-permanent or semi-temporary, however you want to put it. But the what I use is a cream. It's a coloring cream, so it comes in the bottle. It looks like a cream that you will use for your face, and it washes off right away after like I go right now and take the color off, it will come out, all of it. And so it's different from the red shade that I used before, where I had the hair red dark, kind of a dark red, and I washed it off and it did not come up. It took some time, and then it got to a lighter red, then to pink, and then eventually it came out. But it was a few days. And so, but I wanted to try this exactly what I have on right now. Um, with the hair, the way that I cut it, I can I can do a few styles. If I want to, I can just pull it back, and of course, um, using accessories is what will make one feminine, right? So I like to be as feminine as I can be, and so I want to concentrate on the woman that I am, and so I that's why I left also the little bangs over here that can still be part of, not of course long hair anymore, but this is just for fun, the haircut, as I mentioned before earlier. And also this type of coloring, which is in a cream, it comes in a cream type. It only lasts if you're on your hair, if you're in a cool area, if you're in a AC area where there's air conditioner, that you can be cool and not sweat. Because if you do sweat, it will start dripping all over you. Okay, so I just wanted to mention that, because if I was trying a dye that is a hair dye that is semi-permanent, or semi-temporary, it can last a few days, that you can enjoy the hair for a few days. But if you use the cream type, uh, it doesn't specify if it lasts maybe a week or two, then most likely is this one that I put on, that if you sweat, it will come out, it will drip, and if you take a shower, it will come off, all of it. Okay, so this is what it looked like, and when it actually, you put it on, and it will, my hair was clean, right? So but once you put it on your hair, the coloring, the cream, it will turn dark, but it will dry up, and it will feel as if you have put hair jelly on. And so you have to be careful then combing it out, because you don't want to break your hair and damage it. And so it's a little bit of grayish once it dry off, maybe a dark gray. And so for now it's okay. I am going to just have it for a little bit. Once it dries off, it may stain your if you lay down on a pillow or something, it may stain. I use a towel, put it down on the pillow where I rested my head for a few minutes some time ago, and so that was it did not mess my pillow. But so far this is it. And so later on today I will be having the presentation, which basically that's why I wanted to do this first. So later on I can come and speak about I had a presentation. I have a few presentations to do, but I am going to, the next one that I will do is, it has to do with abortion, but it's the Spanish one, because I did the English one already. So that's what I will be doing next. I will be concentrating on that information. Also, I wanted to mention that my hair does not change Judith. It doesn't change my identity, as I am still Judith, only with a different hairstyle and a different color that I decided to wear and to see how it looks on me. And so but your hair does not basically change you from being someone else, or some may use it, those who are in the autism spectrum disorder may use their styling that they may acquire and change around in order to form speech. But what's happening in reality when we do that is that I am speaking in regards to my hairdo. I did a change, and so what people will say is like, why did she do this? And we want to know, why did Judith all of a sudden cut her hair off? And so for some, of course, this is something that it is done out of going through feelings and emotions that might not be too positive. But for me, I am not attached to my hair. emotionally. And so I, as I mentioned, I decided to style it in a different way. But for those in the autism spectrum disorder, they may want to, or they may use their hairstyle, maybe makeup, or they may use different accessories that they may use. And if that person has autism, that person is trying to speak. And but because usually when someone does something, for example, wear makeup, wear accessories, wear cut off their hair, or wear a wig, it is not just for the style for those who have autism, but instead is a way of talking. It is not transmitting what they want to transmit, because basically if I see someone, for example me, right, you're seeing that I made a change, but you won't say, well, Judith is trying to speak about something. She changed her hair, she put it short, right? And I am speaking about me in the third person. And so, and mentioning what people might think, right? And so, those who look at me may say, well, Judith, why did she change her hair? Why did she change her color? What is going on? People will think in regards to my hair that is on my head, and in regards to my personality. And usually, the things that we may do may indicate that we're going through something, right? Because usually it happens in that way. And so people concentrate on the majority of things that happen, right? So if people cut off their hair because they're going through some type of trouble, and they are emotionally attached to their hair, then of course it is going to be judged in that way. And there is a reason why, right, to do that. So you wouldn't say, well, Judith is trying to assimilate herself to someone else in order for her to say something. And I am not. But those who have autism do so. And so why I'm mentioning this is because we have to take that into consideration. If you have a loved one in your family who has autism, and you may wonder, why is that person doing these actions, assimilating himself or herself to others? Basically, for men, it is more noticeable than with women. And so for men, you will see more that quilted conversation that the person may have, that you're seeing that that person is actually trying to put one thing with the other in trying to make a conversation. All right, so I thank you for having joined me today, and later on I will be speaking about, the presentation will be on abortion, but it will be the Spanish presentation that I had pending. And then of course I'll do the rest, which you may know that I am a Christian, and I speak on topics that are based on what the Bible teach, what the Bible say. All right. So later on, see you.